What's up, everybody? Ben Razza here for Odd Chopper. And you know what? It is time to get things started. Week 0 is upon us. College football is back. Now, there is only 4 games, but you know what? I don't care if there was just one game. We would find a way to put some content out, and I'm going to find a way to build a parlay video. We're going to be doing this all year long. If you're looking to take a couple games, throw them together. Low chance of success, but high upside if we hit it. This is the video for you. We're going to break down a couple games, throw them together on DraftKings, see what we can find. I want to welcome you into the channel. All things betting here at Odd Shopper, from picks to analysis to tools. Take a look around. If you like what you see, support us. Hit the like button. It goes a long way, and it really is appreciated. We have a full breakdown of these 4 games on our Betting You show right on this very channel. But enough about that. Let's dive into these games. I've got Odd Shopper up on the screen right now, and we are going to start with the big game in Dublin, Florida State and Georgia Tech. It's, I think, one of the more difficult games, but listen, we have 4 games to choose from. So let's be honest. I'm not going to say every leg I'm in love with, but to get it started for me, I'm going to take the points with Georgia Tech. Plus 10.5 at minus 112. It's come down. It was at 12. It was at 12.5. Anything over 10, I think, is good at normal juice. Let's talk about these teams. So, step one, we've got a situation with Georgia Tech. Haynes King returns at quarterback. I'm pretty bullish on him, to be honest. I like how he plays. I liked what he did last year. Obviously, they had some bad slip-ups. They lost to Bowling Green last year, but they played Georgia tough. He returns a lot of weapons in this offense. Defensively, they could have some issues, but Georgia Tech, for a 7-6 team last year, I think they're going to be pretty solid this year, no doubt about it. So I'm pretty comfortable with them. Florida State is a tougher evaluation in my mind. You have a team that last year, we can get into all the optics. I personally think they should have made the playoff. I would have liked to see it. I totally understand. Travis goes down, the backup goes down, all hell breaks loose. That's all in the past. DJ Uwagalele takes over. We know him from Clemson. We know him from Oregon State. He didn't really have to do much last year because he was in an extremely run-heavy offense. I'm not sure exactly what Norvell wants to do with this because Keon Coleman and co are not on the outside right now. He's going to have some weapons, no doubt about it, but it's a far cry from the wide receivers that they had last year. Still have a solid O-line, still have some running backs. Defensively, they lost some big people. They still have some talent, particularly in that secondary. But all in all, game 1 in Ireland, having to cover double digits against an ACC opponent, not there for me. I will say that Georgia Tech keeps it respectable. Could they win the game? Sure. I'd say it's doubtful. You're talking about plus 340 if you want to go that route. But for me, I will get things started with Georgia Tech plus 10.5 as the first leg of what's going to be a 3-leg parlay. Right off the bat, before we dive in to the second leg of this, because it's about to get absurd with FCS schools, I do want to mention, if you are looking for more and you say, okay, I want to bet college football, but I don't have time to break down 130 teams. I don't have time to dig into every matchup every week. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. In my marketplace, if you go to oddchopper.com, you're going to see all different types of people offering all different types of content. I would be one of them. College football is my best sport. It's my favorite sport. If you want to get inside the ropes, I would love to have you. You can join the Discord server. You get real-time access to me and everyone else in there. So many good members of the community. We're all talking through games, having fun, sweating it out, and hopefully making some money. And you can see dropping all types of bets throughout the day, each and every day. Come on in. And it's perfect timing for you because I'm running a promo before first kickoff. 50% off your first week or month. You're talking less than $1 a day, far less than it, with the code JazzRaz50. The link is below. It's only available until this game kicks off. So if you're watching this on Friday, as I hope you are, you have time to do it. Take a couple minutes and consider it. I'd love to have you as part of the community. I think if you join, you'll be there for quite a long time. And if not, no harm, no foul. Always welcome back anytime. Let's get to the second leg of this game because it's not of this game, of this slate. It's about to go down. I'm putting it out there right now. I don't understand what's going on here. This could be a situation, and feel free, it wouldn't be the first time, that I might just have an extreme blind spot and a terrible misread on a game because I do not understand the spread. I didn't understand the spread when it was at 9, and now it's at 13.5. Montana State is laying 13.5 points in New Mexico. Montana State's an FCS school. They're a good one, a really good one. They make the playoffs all the time. Are they South Dakota State? I would say no. They're not the dynasty of North Dakota State either, but they're a very serious contender. There's no doubt about it. I look at that first of all, missing a couple starters. That's what's being reported right now in the news. So Montana State's not at full strength. Two, when I look at their return, of course they return some production, but they're not a team obviously that's going to infuse with a ton of transfers in the portal. I don't think it's an insane class that returns by any stretch. I expect them to be pretty solid once again. 13.5 point favorite against, yes, it's a bad FBS school in New Mexico who won 4 games last year, but New Mexico is at home. Devin Dampier returns at quarterback. Bronco Mendenhall takes over this team, and I actually trust him. This team is going full portal, and that's what they should do. The offensive line, how about nobody returns? They brought in eight transfers. East Carolina transfer, FAU transfer, UCLA transfer, some lower level transfers as well. You don't need to start 8 guys on the offensive line. If you can find a handful that work, we're going to be in business there. They've got a dual threat at quarterback, as I mentioned. Defensive line is strong. Infusion of transfers in the secondary. Is New Mexico going to be a juggernaut? Absolutely not. Is New Mexico good enough to compete with Montana State at home in game 1? I really think so. I don't get this line. I could step right in it here. And like I said, there's going to be plenty of that this year, but I am trusting my read. New Mexico plus 13.5 at minus 108. You could keep waiting if you want because I never in a million years thought I'd say this. This might tick to 14. And I assume it'll meet resistance at some point, but this is just crazy. I am grabbing the points here. No hesitation for me. Give me New Mexico with the points. I think they keep it respectable. And I think at plus 400, they actually have a shot to win the game. 2 down, 2 dogs. We need one more for you, and I will mention real quick. We've got a lot going on here at Bet365 across the whole industry. From BetMGM to Bet365, FanDuel, DraftKings, there's so many offers out there, but I want to highlight one at Bet365. If you are looking to get a little extra money in the bankroll, they've got the Bet5. Get 150 in bonus bets. The link is below. You got to be in a Bet365 state, no doubt about it, but they're in a good amount now. Arizona, Indiana, Iowa, North Carolina, New Jersey, Colorado, Louisiana, Ohio, Virginia, Kentucky, and Pennsylvania. If I just said your state, you're in business. You do have to be 21 plus, 18 in Kentucky. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But deposit 10, bet 5, get 150 in bonus bets. If that bet wins or loses, you're still getting the bonus bets. That's the beauty of it. A great way to get a little extra money as football really, really gets going. Let's put a stamp on this, the last game. The game that is the most egregious, but this is the game for me. I hope you're up to sweat it out. Hopefully we go 2 for 2. And then Sunday morning, Saturday night, right at midnight, we're going to lay 40 points in a football game. I have this at minus 38.5. Personally, I dropped it in, again, in Discord. You get access to these early lines. Just another reason to be in there. Hawaii wins this game just by an insane amount. Now, obviously, when you're laying 40 points, a lot of stupid things can happen. A couple of fumbles, you're dead. The team could just give up in the sense they just stop doing anything and we're dead. But Delaware State is so bad that I don't think that matters. Delaware State won 1 game last year in FCS. Delaware State lost to Bowie State, which is a Division II school. Delaware State lost 57-0 to Army last year. Delaware State gave up 62 points to Miami of Ohio, and they lost that game by 42. They have nothing going on whatsoever. They are going to be horrendous. Now, Hawaii. This is the one where we're trying to play psychologist. They have a real game on deck. They obviously could beat this team with their probably third string players. How much do they want to show and how aggressive do they want to be? I am going and operating under the premise that in the third year for Timmy Chang, this team has had only growing pains the first 2 years. This is the first time to get the year started off on a really respectable foot. They've got a run and shoot offense that's very aggressive. They've got a quarterback that knows what he's doing, and they have built real depth on this team, which is important when you're laying 40 points. I expect their starters to, score 21, 28 in the first 20 minutes of the game, and they might cede time immediately to other players as they don't want to show a lot on offense. That should not matter for this score. Hawaii should score 50 to 60 points in this game. If they do that, that will be enough against the Delaware State team that should score 0 points. Let's be real. They should not score. Maybe they get to 3 or 7. Give me a 56 to 3, a 63 to 7 type output. I think Hawaii absolutely smokes them. I think Hawaii tests minus 42 before kickoff. I really think money's going to come in on them. I wanted to jump on this. I jumped on it at 38.5. I still like it at 40. That is the third leg of this parlay. What a beauty this is. Georgia Tech plus 10.5, New Mexico plus 13.5, and Hawaii minus 40. You put that all together, you're getting nearly 6-1 right there. Of course, shop it. Make sure you're getting the best price available, the maximum amount of points, all of that stuff. You can use OddsShopper for it. Or again, I'll see you in the Discord. But just what a great way to get a great season started. We're going to have a lot more in week 1. We have hundreds of games to choose from, unlike 4. We'll make the best of it. If you have any questions at all, I'm always around on Twitter at JazzRazBets. Happy to help. Happy to answer any questions about my Discord, about OddsShopper Marketplace, or just about the games themselves. I just want everyone to have a great year. We're going to get it started tomorrow. And I can't believe I get to say that, but we were very lucky. Saturday is here. Week 0 is here. And college football at OddsShopper is here. So on that note, for me, for everyone here, for the team, for Georgia Tech, New Mexico, and Hawaii, have a great start to your season. I hope to see you in Discord again. Use the code JazzRaz50. Let's make some money. Until next time, guys, good luck, and I'll talk to you soon.